Hey guys, Wayne Vaughn here at Green Top Sporting Goods. Getting here today, we want to talk to you all a little bit about Jacob Prozic and I win at Chickamauga Lake 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, and that was a Fishers of Men event, national title event, and we were fortunate enough to win that. I want to talk to you a little bit about the baits we were using that day and how we caught the fish. Basically, what we would do each morning is we'd start out fishing transition banks, and because at the time on the lake, there were a lot of fish trying to move up and spawn, but there were still a lot of fish that quite hadn't gotten to that point yet. And they were still sitting on some transition banks before they got up on the flats. And what would we do that morning is we'd probably spend about an hour, maybe 2 hours, and we'd throw a jig made by Miss Super Bass, Mike Clary. He's been making jigs for us for a couple years here now, and that's what we would throw as a 3/4 ounce jig, kind of rocky transition bank leading up on a flat. And then after we did that for about 2 hours, then we'd move over to the flats, and at that point, what we would start doing is we would throw either a shaky head, and we were actually throwing a lighter shaky head than this is 3/32 ounce, but we would throw a shaky head, and we'd rig that shaky head with a little trick worm, and we'd kind of fan cast that around the pockets. What we had figured out is the fish, you could see some on the banks, but actually most of the females were sitting out off the bank, and they were sitting on stumps and little grass patches that were kind of within the pocket. Then what probably our most important bait of the actual tournament, what really at the end of the day won the tournament, was we would switch over to a Cinco. And all we would do is once again fan cast those pockets, and in the pockets, like I said, the grass and the stumps was really the key factor in that. And what we'd do is we would just rig it with a straight shank hook. It was a 2/0 straight shank hook. We'd rig the Cinco wacky style and just literally sit there and fan cast up and down the pockets at either stumps if we could see them when the sun was up, or we'd fan cast the grass patches, once the sun was up enough to where we could see it. But other than that, that was pretty much how it all went. That's how we were able to win the event. Once again, I want to thank Green Top Sporting Goods. They've supported me, and I really appreciate it. And I know Jacob, he wants to thank Livingston Lures and Ranger Boats and Mercury and Mare and all those great sponsors that he has. So thank you. All the baits we used to win that Chickamauga event in Tennessee is available here at Green Top Sporting Goods. If you can't get into their store, check them out online, greentophuntfish.com.